So the Sixers might not get that lucky again, where they shoot that horribly. And not just on well-defended shots. I'm talking about open shots. And they certainly got open looks in Game 4. But if the Sixers allow them to start knocking down those shots early, you're going to need somebody to respond. And you're going to need someone to stay in this game and try to take out Trae Young. Not take him out of the game or anything like that, but just in terms of take him off his game, where he's going to need another night where he's got to shoot 25 shots just to get 25 points. You're going to need that type of performance defensively from Ben Simmons. So if that's the type of night that we're actually going to be witnessing tonight, then you're going to need Ben Simmons to step up on both ends of the court, both defensively, like he has pretty much the entire series, like he has pretty much the entire time he's been on Trae Young since after Game 1. But you're going to need him to step up defensively. That's what you can hang your hat on. And then you're also going to need him to step up offensively in terms of being a scorer in this offense. What I'd love to see, ideally, second half of Game 3. That's the Ben Simmons I need. Got to come into the second half and get you 14 points. Got to finish with 18. Like that's a really good scoring night for Ben Simmons. If he can give you even more, let's get greedy. But somebody is going to need to step up tonight in case this is a serious thing with Joel Embiid, in case this is something that Joel Embiid is trying to gut through even more so than we anticipated. If it's a conditioning thing, then I don't know how he gets in better shape from Monday to tonight. If it's a knee thing, maybe a day of just relaxation, maybe a day of staying off the knee. Maybe that's a day that he needed to try to get back to 100%, well, as close to 100% as he could possibly be. But tonight, all the BS goes out the window, and all that really comes down to is whether or not your big three are going to step up and knock down shots for you. Are you going to step up and actually prevent shots from being knocked down for the Atlanta Hawks? It comes down to Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons. Outside of that, without Danny Green, who I have certainly not exactly given compliments to throughout this series, still it's undeniable about what he gives you defensively speaking. Offensively, left a lot to be desired so far in this series and really throughout the playoffs. But this particular series, defensively, I think you needed as many good defenders on the floor as possible. I'll also be interested to see what Doc Rivers does with the starting five with Furkan Korkmaz if he decides to stay with Furky in the starting five. So Matisse Thybulle can come off the bench and guard Trae Young to attempt to spell Ben Simmons a couple of minutes. Here's where I'm at on this. When it comes to Tease versus Furky, I got to say, if you're the better team, put your best starting five on the floor. And you tell the Atlanta Hawks, deal with it. You adjust to us. And that's why I always preferred to have a better defender in the starting lineup here than I did a shooter. Seth Curry is your shooter in this regard. Ben Simmons can have people collapse on him when he's driving the lane. Joel Embiid can certainly handle himself on the low post. You have Tobias Harris that can hit shots from the mid-range game with great consistency. You have guys that can help you spread the floor. Furkan Korkmaz, and I'm not saying, and there's no disrespect to Furkan Korkmaz, I just don't think he's one of the best five on this team. And if you have an opportunity to have somebody else come in that plays the same spot, you got to let him go out there and play. Put your best five out to start out the game and see where it goes from there. Furkan Korkmaz, I could certainly do without. Off the bench, secondary scoring, yeah, let's party. But when it comes to actually being a starter on this team, taking over for Danny Green, thanks, but no thanks. I would go with Matisse Thybulle in this next game. It's the only other adjustment I would make with strategy if I'm Doc Rivers.